22nd chapter, verse 21 through 39. When you get that, say amen.
Amen. Numbers 22, 28.
21 through 39. And in your reading time, read the whole chapter.
Amen.
Because it all comes together. And it reads as such. Balaam got up in the morning, saddled his donkey, and went with the princes of Moab. But God was angry when he went. And the angel of the Lord stood in the road and opposed him. And Balaam was riding on his donkey, and his two servants was with him. And when the donkey saw the angel of the Lord standing in the road with a drawn sword in his hand, she turned off the road into a field, and Balaam beat him to get back on the road. Then the angel of the Lord stood in the narrow path between two vineyards, with the walls on both sides. And when the donkey saw the angel of the Lord, she pressed him close to the wall, crushing Balaam's foot against it. So he beat her again. Then the angel of the Lord moved on ahead and stood in a narrow place where there was no room to turn, either to the right or to the left. But when the donkey saw the angel of the Lord, she lay down under Balaam, and he was angry, and he beat her with his staff. Then the Lord opened the donkey's mouth and said to Balaam, what have you done to make you beat me these 3 times? And Balaam answered the donkey, you have made a fool of me. I've had a sword in my hand. If I would have had a sword in my hand, I would have killed you right now. The donkey said to Balaam, am I not your own donkey, which you have always ridden to this day? I have been in the habit of doing this. Have I been in the habit of doing this to you? And then Balaam said no. Then the Lord opened Balaam's eyes, and he saw the angel of the Lord standing in the road with his sword drawn. So he bowed low and fell face down. Then the angel of the Lord asked him, why have you beaten your donkey these 3 times? I have come here to oppose your path, and your path is a reckless one before me. The donkey saw me and turned away from me these 3 times. If she had not turned away, I would have certainly have killed you by now. But I would have spared her. But Balaam said to the Lord, angel of the Lord, I have sinned. I did not realize that you were standing in the road to oppose me. Now if you are displeased, I will go back. Then the angel of the Lord said to Balaam, go with the men, but speak only what I tell you. So Balaam went with the prince of Moab. If I had a subject this morning, and I've been wrestling with subjects all day, all week. When evil knocks at a believer's door. When evil knocks at a believer's door. A couple of months ago, in Uvalde, Texas, a lone gunman goes into an elementary school and killed 29 people, 27 children, and 2 adults. This particular day, evil knocked on an elementary school door. Just the other day in Houston, Texas, a pastor riding down the road got into a road rage incident, and pure evil knocked on his door. Pure evil. This is what Christians are dealing with. Pure evil. Here we have the Israelites. They have wandered in the desert for 40 years because of the sins they committed. The Lord had told them to conquer all the land and spare no one. But they intermingled with the inhabitants. And the Lord punished them by wandering in the desert for 40 years. So now that they have came to this region from across the Jordan and settled in this region next to this king named Balaam. Now, if you're a Bible reader, you know that the Israelites conquered everybody. And they were massive. This is why this king is uncomfortable. He know he could be next.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
So the intimidation factor is there. So this king summons Balaam. Balaam is what they call a soothsayer. A soothsayer is someone who can cast a spell on you or tell fortune. But Balaam is a non-Israelite Christian.
All right.
He's like some of us. He's teeter-totting with Christianity and what he wants to do. This is who we're dealing with. This is who the king is summoned to put a curse on God's people. So he sends some of his men to Balaam. And with it, he sends some silver and gold. The Bible doesn't tell what the bribe is. The bribe is to influence Balaam into cursing God's people. Are you with me?
Yeah.
So, the bribe got to be attractive. I just told you Balaam is teeter-totting with Christianity and what he liked to do.
Yeah.
Are you with me? So when you get there, Balaam is no dummy. When they get there, they ask Balaam and tell Balaam, the king has summoned you. And he wants you to put a curse on this crowd of people that is pressing up against him. These people have become his neighbors. Their neighbors. Before I go on, I want to tell you this. Everybody that is your neighbor is not a threat to you. It is said that your neighbor is closer to you than any family member. That's literally and physically. But yet still we do not get to know who our neighbor is. Next to this king is God's people. God's chosen people. Am I right about it?
Yeah.
He never gets to know who his neighbor is. It is said in some circles that 1 in 4 people under 40 don't even know their neighbor's name. The major reason for this is the limited friendly relationship between neighbors is the absence of interaction due to radical changes in their lifestyle over the years. It is said that people no longer need to interact with their neighbors like before, which means cultivating friendly relationships because it requires more effort. We're not getting to know who our neighbors is. So we automatically label them other than what they are. But here we have Balaam, the soothsayer, the half Christian and half soothsayer. See, he's teeter-totting, he's on the fence. And the king has summoned him to put a curse on God's people. So when the men get there, he tells them this: you might as well spend the night. Because I'm going to wait on the Lord. The Lord is going to give me an answer, and then I'll tell you what I'm going to do.
All right.
Next morning, he woke up and God had gave Balaam an answer. He told the men to go back. I'm not going to put a curse on the people. You tell King Balak that. So he sent the men back with their bride. So the king gets smart. The next time he sends some more dignitaries, some higher ups, with a bigger bride. Here he comes back to Balaam. And he tells them the story that the king really needs you to put a curse on these people. Because he's in fear of them devouring him.
Right.
So Balaam tells the distinguished men, you might as well spend the night. Because I'm going to wait on God.
All right.
So an angel of the Lord appeared to Balaam. The angel of the Lord told Balaam, you cannot cast a spell on the people of Israel, but I will let you go. That's as good as Balaam wanted. He's following the bride like anybody else would do. Because it's enticing to him. You see, I told you a few minutes ago that Balaam is teeter-tottering on the fence.
All right.
I've been there before.
Okay.
I don't know about you.
Yeah.
But he's teeter-tottering on the fence. And Balaam decides to go with his people, and God has given him specific instructions. The angel told him, say, don't you put a curse on the people. You do exactly as I tell you. And Balaam tells the men, I'm going to go with you, but I'm going to do exactly what the Lord tells me to do.
All right.
Balaam is a smart man.
Yeah.
He knows that going against God is not good.
No.
So on the way, Balaam is riding his trusty donkey. See, I could have titled this beating a dead horse. Because we all have beaten a dead horse.
Oh, for sure. All right.
But it's pure evil knocking at Balaam's door. Balaam doesn't see it yet. But as he goes on, an angel of the Lord appears before his donkey. And he makes the donkey speak. My question to you is, what kind of donkey are you riding when evil knocks at your door? I don't know about you, but Balaam gets smart. He presses the donkey to move on. See, in this day and time, the animal rights activists and all the other people would have got on Balaam. They would have beaten the donkey.
Yeah.
And it's to my knowledge that Balaam beat this donkey like he'd never beaten this donkey before. Because he probably could have told the donkey one time to do something, and the donkey did it. But this time, an angel of the Lord appeared before the donkey, stopping that donkey in the middle of this track. The donkey is really saving Balaam.
Yeah.
Just like the Lord saves you.
Make it plain.
He stops him 3 times.
Yeah.
And if the donkey wouldn't have seen the angel, Balaam would have died.
All right.
here we are. Balaam is on his way, guided by pure evil, to do something that's out of his character.
Right.
We all live with pure evil knocking at our door. We don't know when it's going to happen.
Come on.
We don't know when it's coming. But evil knocks at our door on a daily basis.
Yeah.
Reverend said the devil hangs around his house. But I believe the devil has a twin because he's at mine.
Amen.
Pure evil is coming your way. I hate to tell you. These are the times that we're living in.
Yeah, yeah.
When pure evil knocks at your door.
Come on.
I can remember a time, Terry, we used to go to church all day. Sunday school. Adult Sunday school.
Yeah.
11 o'clock service.
Yeah.
The pre-evening service.
Yeah.
And the evening service.
Yeah.
Our shoes used to be dusty when we got home. But Terry, we need to get back to the way we used to have church. The deacons used to get and have devotion. One deacon would sing, he used to sing the devotion song. Then the other deacon used to get down on one knee and say, Lord, I thank you.
Yeah.
I thank you for last night rising, sleeping, and this morning rising.
Yeah.
I thank you for a reasonable portion of health and strength. I thank you that my bed wasn't my cooling board.
Come on.
I thank you for my sheets wasn't my winding sheet.
Yeah.
Terry, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I thank you for doing the things that you always done for me. And the deacon used to pray hard. When he got up, tears would be in his eyes. I knew that he was experiencing some kind of evil. But if he prayed, it would be off of him.
Come on.
I need just a little help, Lord.
Come on.
Kim, ain't our brother used to get up and sing At the Cross, where I first saw the light.
Come on.
And the burdens of my heart rolled away. And when she get through singing Kim, she used to shout. And when she shouted, one of the ushers would grab her hat.
All right.
Other ones used to pack her out. I knew that pure evil had entered her ranks. Y'all ought to help me preach here.
Come on. Amen.
Then the preacher used to get up and preach from the 23rd Psalm. The Lord is my shepherd. Because every now and then you need somebody to shower you with their loving arm.
Yeah.
And when he preached, he'd preach like it was no tomorrow.
Yeah.
Terry, you know what I'm talking about. And right before he got through, he shouted. He shouted, Lord, have mercy on me.
Yeah.
And when he shouted, Terry, Sister Lula B. Young used to get eased up under the keys. And when she eased up on the keys, she tickled the ivories on the piano. You got to be over 50 to know what I'm talking about. And when she tickled them ivories, Terry, she had the church house. Everybody was shocked.
Yeah.
We don't do that no more. Because pure evil has invaded our ranks.
Yeah.
But I know I'm a believer that God is touching. And I believe that the great day is coming. And I don't know about you. I might not get that with you. But I'm going to shout. You don't have to shout with me. I know we're going. Evil
Yes, it is.
It's all right.
Evil.
It's all right.
That's all right.
It's all right.
But God.
Has
Tell it,
invaded
tell
our
it, tell
ranks.
it.
Yes.
Yes.
But I know God.
I know.
Yeah.
I know it.
I know.
I shout.
Yeah.
I cry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm a believer.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Because what he's done for me.
Yeah.
What has been good to us?
All the time.
Yeah.
But God.
Hallelujah.
In 1998, pure evil had invaded my ranks.
That's all right.
God touched me.
Take your time. Take your
I
time.
want to help somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, Lord.
Thank you, Lord.
I want to help somebody today.
Yeah. Thank you, Lord.
My brother told me about Balaam. He said that you inquired about Balaam. I searched him.
Don't be all right, Lord.
I searched him.
But he cheated top.
Friend.
And he teeter-totted.
Yes, he is.
I wanted him to hear this message.
He couldn't. Yeah.
It was about him. I want him to love the people that's around him.
Yeah.
Lord.
I want him to love them.
I went to the cross.
Because God touched me in 1998. I haven't looked back.
Yes.
I haven't looked back.
Hallelujah.
I'm just like 16 and 59.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm under construction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes, sir.
That's
Come
all
on.
One of these old days, I'm going to be able to go around
Yes.
16 on the paved road to glory. I'm not going to be by myself.
Yeah.
Hallelujah.
I'm going to be with God's people.
Yes.
Pure evil
Yeah.
has invaded our ranks.
Yes, it has.
Come on.
Yes.
But I want to be found in that number.
And then
Yeah.
You be in
When the saints go marching in.
Yeah.
Hallelujah.
You see, one of these old days, I'm going to get it right.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yes, you will.
One of these old days, I'm going to get it right.
All right.
And when I get it right,
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to sing hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
I'm going to sing the songs of Zion.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Every day going to be Sunday.
Yeah.
Every day going to be howdy howdy. And no more goodbye. Because the Lord has made a way. And when he make a way, he's going to keep you.
Yeah.
For God loved the world.
Yes.
Don't leave your
And
sin.
he gave his only begotten son.
Thank you, Lord.
Whosoever believe in him
Yeah.
shall not perish,
Have everlasting.
but have everlasting life.
Come on.
I didn't want to get happy.
Yeah. Go ahead.
It's
It
all right.
seemed like the more I preach on God's word,
Yes, sir.
the happier I get.
Yeah.
Yes.
I can't begin to tell you,
Yeah.
but if God touched you like he touched me,
Yeah.
you would know
Never
what I'm
be
feeling.
Yes.
And I feel it every time.
Yes, sir.
Keep doing it.
Thank you, Lord.
I thank you.
Yes.
I thank you for the opportunity.
Yeah.
Yes.
I didn't mean to get happy.
That's
No,
right.
that's all right. That's all right.
It's all right.
But pure evil has invaded our ranks.
Yes.
But God.
And I want you to pray.
Yes.
I want you to pray. Because we don't know what kind of form or fashion is coming.
Yeah.
The devil is busy.
Yes.
And it's pure evil. You can't even drive down the road. You got to look straight.
That's right.
All right.
Pure evil has invaded our ranks, people.
Yes.
But God.
But God.
But God.
Let go.
This is the message for today.
Yeah.
Amen.
Amen.